Hey, what's up, traders? Mike here with the watch list video for Wednesday, August 30th. Don't forget, the market's closed Monday, September 4th, and I'm stepping away from the screens for the rest of that week, too. So I've only got, let's see, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 3 more days, and then I'm going to take a little break from the screens. I try to do that once a year, so I'm going to do it during this slow time, the week attached to a holiday Monday. So. And on top of that, the market had a big rip today, and that's because I was out of the office today. So you're welcome, right? I did come back and see that Wayne called, let's try that again, called big. I got up early and put together a morning gap playlist for y'all, the best I could before I had to leave, but I didn't get the trade. Anyway, so there was the opening candle on BIG, which sold off, turned back around, and Wayne called a second mouse through 750, which is right where my arrow is, right there. Probably about 25 cents risk, and I don't know what it went to, 840. And that's percentage-wise, that's a very nice gain on a pretty small risk. Nice call by Wayne. Not sure what else y'all traded, but hopefully you had some good trades today. I'm going to go right into what I'm watching for tomorrow. I will be here all day tomorrow, thank goodness. PDD, big breakout today on earnings. We'll see if it gets a follow-through setup. Big, already talked about that one. Big gap, well, small gap, but decent close. Pretty good volume today, right, on earnings. GSAT, I'm going to pull that off the list. When I put it on the list, it was very close to the high of day, and I ended up going back down. So, Yeti, I've been telling you guys to watch this one. Looks like I had a decent move today. Let me pan out a little bit and just kind of give you that horizontal line look. You can kind of see above that 49 area could be a clean breakout. I don't know if it gave any kind of setups today, but anyway, I'm keeping it. It's got a very bullish looking chart, keeping that one on watch. GNS, let me zoom back in, was on watch today. I don't love this, but I'll keep it back on watch because you had the breakout, but now everyone from breakout day is underwater, right? But you can also say, well, we have a gap fill. So if I get an A+ long setup, I'll take a trade. You guys know I don't hold anything overnight, so it is certainly a recent high flyer, and that's what I want to populate my charts with since I make my money between the bells. ELIQ feels like nobody's watching it anymore, all the way down to 300,000 shares today. But you still had the big volume day, and now you've got 3 days in a row on declining volume. I'm going to give this one more day as a chance to set up. Didn't give a setup today, I saw, for a potential bounce tomorrow. VFS, crazy stock, right? I was actually hoping, for this to get down between the 8 and the 20. I've been talking about that, like a couple red days, right? And then I'd be looking for a bounce play. It'd probably be one of my favorite setups. It's not down where I want it yet, but at the same time, I'll give you some numbers here. At the same time, yesterday's high was $93. So it's been basically cut in half in 2 sessions, right? So for that reason, it's going on bounce watch tomorrow. Again, I would prefer another red day, but still, I'm definitely going to watch it tomorrow. NC's only been trading for 2 days. Let me go to 5-minute candles. Yeah, so there was yesterday and then today. I'm just going to treat it like a bounce play. Again, it's only been trading for 2 days, so not in love with it, obviously. There's not a lot of chart to go on. BGLC stayed below yesterday's high, so we've got an inside day now. Decent volume on the up days, so I am going to put this back on long watch. TSAT put in a green candle today. I was looking for that. I actually made a trade away from the market today when I was on my phone on the opening range. I don't know if you don't call it opening, but break of this early high that happened right here. Traded it small, put in a low of day stop, so I didn't have a good trade in it. I think my entry was, and I never trade from my phone, but I traded small enough, 1860-ish right in here. Worst case stop was low of day. Anyway, and I ended up getting home in time to close it all out at like 1910. So big deal, but still made a few bucks. Anyway, wasn't a good trade. It still looks like, back here you had the big push, 2-day pullback, green day, and then it ripped. Got the same scenario. Again, that's not me saying it's going to rip, but same scenario, right? Right back to the 8-day and a green day. So certainly worth having on a long watch tomorrow. APRN, which I had taken off the list for a while. I've been watching this thing. It's starting to curl back up, so I'm putting it right back on long watch. I like the looks of this chart. IONQ, let me pan out a little bit. Very, very strong stock. Then came all the way down to here, and I put a horizontal line kind of above that horizontal line is sort of breakout territory, right? Not breakout above all recent highs, but above, going back to here, but above the recent highs for the last couple weeks. So anyway, I don't love that setup, but I'm going to watch it. Speaking of recent runners, ACHR, which I had put on after this red day, I put on Bounce Watch. You got 2 days in a row up, so I don't love with it, but it's a recent high flyer that's holding up really well. And I would say the same thing about AAOI. Recent high flyer that's holding up really well. So I'm putting that on watch as well. I'm not in love with this list. Remember, we're slow August volume. Don't overtrade this market. But hopefully we'll between this list and hopefully we'll find some decent gappers tomorrow that maybe give an A+ setup as well. Hopefully we'll catch a trade or two in the chat room on Wednesday. Have a good night.